our school, Morton College, they offer certificate programs. Student could go to gain a certificate or certification in auto mechanics. I know there's a massage therapist certificate. So there are those things that they can do, and I think, Adriana, you mentioned earlier about a nursing, certified nursing.
Yes, there's a certified nursing
program.
Yes, and then they could become, if, for example, they're thinking about becoming a nurse, but they're not sure of it, so they can become, in about a year program, a certificate to be a nurse's aide, where they take their temperature or they take their blood pressure, and it's an introduction.
So once again, a student might want to explore that career cruising website, because he or she better be making some decisions about the kind of career that's of interest to them and meets their needs, especially if they're not going to college. All right, so we've got some certificate programs available at the local community college that students can explore. What are some other options, post-secondary, some good post-secondary options for students? I know, Sarah, you were talking about a few before the show started today.
What I wanted to mention is we do have both of our campuses, of our guidance offices, have a booklet as far as like internships or vocational or trade schools, and there's a list of them. So students can come, those who are not into college, being college bound, we do have that option in our office. All counselors are aware of that booklet that we can hand out.
These would include apprenticeships, for example, in a trade.
Right.
Now, you had also talked about maybe a student, one of you I know said something about a student who might want to take a year off. Which one of you was talking about that? I can't remember.
That's Sarah.
As far as, like, I think Mike mentioned it earlier, maybe taking a year off, and it would be wise to use it, maybe traveling, we said was an option. Like Mike had mentioned, as far as just getting to know yourself more, gaining more knowledge of different cultures, and hopefully somewhere something will prompt as far as a career.
And they could also volunteer also at a hospital or volunteer at the local shelter, perhaps, and maybe they want to see what they want to do with their life. A lot of times, senior year, they really aren't sure of that. So they could take some time off and see who they are.
And then after that time off, maybe they'll have a better idea of the university they want to attend or the career they want to pursue.
It's just important that you use that year wisely, that you're using it to explore yourself or to find a career or to find the college that it's you're actually using that time for yourself and or to save money to go back to school.
And the military is also an option that we have also mentioned as far as the military. And actually right now we're signing up students for the ASVAB.
What is the ASVAB?
What is the ASVAB?
It's a vocational battery that the military puts out to gain information of what that person's abilities are
and strengths,
and or actually their aptitudes, what their aptitudes are, so they know how to place them in the military area. But that person also gets that information back to them, so they could see that here's an area in a career field that I didn't realize I had strengths in, and maybe I do want to explore that more.
Now, how can a student, if a student is interested in signing up for the ASVAB test, who in the high school can help the student with getting some information about the ASVAB?
Any of the counselors can. There's Miss Cutine is our military liaison, so she has general contact with military personnel to help set either visits up where the military will come here, or she can be a good resource for our students.
So lots of decisions.
There are lots. And one last thing, with the opportunity of going to school, students that we have in high school right now, they're familiar with all their lives. They've been full-time students. Going to Morton College, for example, you can be a part-time student. You could take a couple classes only and still maybe have that part-time job, so you don't feel overwhelmed with the same routine that I've just spent most of my life with, that's formal education.
Well, some decisions need to be made for the juniors and the seniors. It's a little bit scary for some of them, I know, and for their parents too, I think, because as you said, for 12, 13 years they've had the knowledge that I'm going to go to school full time and going back to school in the fall. But now some decisions need to be made. So the guidance counselors at Morton East and at Morton West High School are here to help your children make the best decision and are always available to answer parents' questions as well. So I want to thank the four of you for being with us this afternoon. And I want to thank our viewers once again for tuning in to today's episode of 201 Today.